Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. So in today's video I am going to talk about why showing up is so important. And it is important to show up for yourself, and it is important to show up for others. And in this video I'm going to share my personal experience. Yesterday when I was working, I saw one of my very good clients who I've known for many years, and we had a chat yesterday about a time when she came in. That was 3 years ago, when she was in a very difficult time of her life. She was working in a company, and she was very successful. She worked long hours, she was exhausted, and she was sharing with me her story that she's not happy, she's not joyful, she's missing a lot in her life. She's not spending time with her family as much as she would love to, and her physical body is very exhausted. Her mental mind is just not it's not happy, and also like spiritually she felt so disconnected from herself. So there were a lot of elements that she was describing how disconnected she is from herself, and she asked me 3 years ago, she asked me what would I do if I'm in her position, and how would I, change my life. And my advice was, if she can, I would tell her, take a break. Just simply take a break. Take a break as long as you can, and give yourself time to come back to yourself. Start doing things that makes you more alive. Start asking yourself questions that are so important for you, and see what answers you will get. And that was basically it. And now, 3 years later, she was sharing with me how important that conversation with me was for her, because it kept her going forward and showing up for herself, and doing things that were so uncomfortable for her, basically saying no to things that were draining her, and instead she was starting saying yes to herself. She understood that if she takes 5 days off from work, it wouldn't be enough for her to heal physically, mentally, and spiritually. So what she decided to do, she left her job. She had savings, so she had this privilege of resources. So she wasn't, stressed that she doesn't have money. And then she was traveling, she was taking herself to different events, she was starting to do physical exercises, she was meeting or visiting her family members who were very close to her heart. And she had a lot of conversations with people who really meant a lot to her. And that was a pivotal moment for her, when she knew that she is able to create this beautiful life that she always wanted, from a place of love, compassion, and kindness to herself, instead of putting herself second and spending all her time in a job that didn't fulfill her, or the hours that she worked were insanely long and unhealthy, basically. So there's a lot of elements that we all going through in our lives. I don't think there is a person who doesn't experience something similar as my client experienced 3 years ago. So and the reason why I'm actually sharing this video, it's because I got so inspired yesterday when she shared with me her experience. And also she said that, you know, the fact that I just told her to take a break was so important to hear from someone else, because she felt like she's asking for too much, although she knew deep down that this was what she needed. She needed a break. And when she heard it from someone else, it was so simple and easy for her to do that. And I go back to the title of this video: keep showing up for yourself and for others. It's important to show up in a way that when people ask for help, we should give it to them. Not from our personal agenda, but from knowing that maybe we're gonna say something that's gonna help them. And I also gonna say for better or for worse. And when I say that, I don't mean that we should be mean or disrespectful or anything like that, but we should listen first and listen what they're saying to us, and then reflect to them in a way that give them a guidance in a way that we are not pushing any agenda on people. And when we show up the way that we want someone else to show up for us, there's this beautiful exchange, and there is this beautiful unconscious help, I guess, if I may say, because I didn't know if I'm gonna help her. I just knew that she was asking for my opinion, and I wanted to give her the best opinion I could. And 3 years later, she said that voice, those words that I used were so important to her that right now she's in a position that she's way happier. She does exactly what she always wanted. She finds different job. She is traveling more than she did before, and she's actually enjoying herself and enjoying her life. And she's so happy that that time 3 years ago was so difficult, and she was able and she wasn't afraid to share her difficulties with me. And so as I heard that, I really felt excited, because I felt like I did something right, and it was acknowledged, it was seen by her, and she had reflected back, she reflected that back to me, and I felt inspired to create this video. And I hope that I can inspire at least one person, and remind them that, hey, show up for yourself, because when you show up for yourself, you're gonna show up for others. And that would be beautiful exchange of energies, and you will cultivate more strength, confidence, love, compassion within yourself and others. Now, if you feel inspired, if you feel like you want to share something with me, any words, any encouragement, please do so down below in the description. I will be more than happy to read and respond. And if you like this kind of videos, please let me know, and I will create more. I would love to share more personal experiences. Maybe it will resonate with more people. Until then, have a wonderful day.